Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here on the show, we're starting some NFL news. We're going to get right into it. So, an update with the Tennessee Titans. Head coach Brian Callahan, he spent time with Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders on Friday at the East-West Shrine Bowl, and he came away impressed. He told at Jay White Sports. You can tell he's been raised right. He's mature. He has a really poised way about him. He seems like a really good kid. I enjoyed talking to him, and you could tell he's a guy who's been in the spotlight. He knows how to handle himself. He's been paid money, so he has a financial perspective. It was a really good first impression. So, that first impression apparently with Shedeur Sanders, that's not a sign they're going to draft him, because the draft's still a bit away. But, I mean, that is kind of a sign. But I'm not going to say they're going to draft a quarterback just because they talk to a quarterback. They need a quarterback, because I don't know if Will Levis is the guy, but we'll see. Maybe they give him another year. I don't know. Rumors. So, we're talking about the Eagles now. Quarterback Darius Slay, he could be playing his last game for the Eagles this week. He told Ashlyn R. Sullivan. End quote, Slade told me this week after having conversations with his family, he's 85% leaning towards playing one more season, but understands it most likely won't be with the Eagles. If they win a Super Bowl, that may change his mind to retire as a champion. If they don't win it, then he might play one more year. But if they win, he still has to play the Super Bowl. I think he means last home game. He could still be playing in 2 weeks if they win. Probably means his last home game. And also, per report with Jalen Hurts, he has looked, end quote, very mobile these last 2 practices, and he threw the ball at yesterday's practice better than he has in weeks, his teammates told Jay Clark NBCS. End quote, the Eagles should be able to run their offense, and Jalen's looked good at practice. He's looked good in practice. Let's see if it actually shows in the game. But I think he's healthy. Enough to where he can play. I don't know if he's going to be 100%, but I think he is healthy enough to play. So, per report, Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts told reporters he anticipates wearing a knee brace in this week's game against the Commanders, so he will be wearing a knee brace. So some big news today, man. Per rap sheet, it's kind of a shocking move here. The Texans, they are firing their offensive coordinator Bobby Slowick, and this is a big move out of Houston, man. Firing Bobby Slowick, had a really good first year. Second year, the offensive line wasn't great. The play calling wasn't that great from Bobby Slowick, I thought. But he went from head coaching interviews to being jobless within a week. Like, that's crazy. I mean, he was horrible this year, don't get me wrong. Like, he was bad. C.J. Stroud wasn't great, but Bobby Slowick was just pretty bad compared to his first year. Maybe this could be the smart move. I don't know if he was a hot commodity last year. Now, not so much. So I don't know if he's even going to have a job, man. He turned all those head coaching opportunities down last season just to get fired this season, which is crazy. So we'll see what happens with Bobby Slowick if he even gets a damn job. So some NFL draft news right quick. I want to mention Emeka Egbuka has declared for the 2025 NFL Draft, Ohio State wide receiver. If my Dallas Cowboys can't draft Ashton Jeanty, this is who I want the Cowboys to take. Whichever team gets him, they're going to get a stud, man. Good wide receiver, too. If I feel like we're going to take Jeanty, but if he's not there, I would 100% be down to take Egbuka and get a wide receiver, too. I don't know if this is breaking. This was his last year of eligibility. But yeah, he's declared for the draft. So, per Josiah Anderson, the Broncos assistant GM Darren Mogi is getting the Jets GM job, per Josiah Anderson. Talked about this a few days ago. I think this was a report, but now it's official. The Broncos are getting, or the Jets, excuse me. The Jets got Aaron Glenn. It was reported they were interviewing Darren Mogi, and now he's got the Jets GM job. I mean, he's been decent at drafting, but I don't know about this hire, man. They could have got Lance Newmark. I thought they were going to get Lance Newmark. But the Jets get Darren Mooney. So, breaking. The Raiders are working towards a deal to hire Pete Carroll as head coach per at Rap Sheet. The Raiders. So, yeah, they're hiring Pete Carroll as their next head coach. Yeah, a lot of bubble gum. You're going to see him chewing on the sideline. Raiders fans probably knew this wasn't going to be plan A or B. They're selling for the C or D. I think this could be a solid hire. I feel like they went with a safe hire. You can't blame them after the last few hires they had. I did not expect this one. I think he's a good coach. I mean, he won a Super Bowl with Seattle. But, I mean, it's a decent hire. A good to decent to good hire. But, he is quite old. So, if it was me, I would try and get a kind of a younger head coach instead of Pete Carroll, who's like 70. And you don't know how much longer he's going to be a coach. For the Russell Wilson, so some rumors. Russell Wilson could be a name to watch for the Raiders after hiring Pete Carroll as their head coach, per at Jeff Foe. Russell Wilson and Carroll obviously have a long history together in Seattle. Yes, what they're most known for is their interception on the goal line. Maybe Pete Carroll will let Russ cook. I don't know. Like, is this the quarterback you want for the Raiders? Like, I know Russell Wilson, Pete Carroll, long history here in Seattle, but Russell Wilson's not that Russell Wilson anymore. He's washed. He's not that good. If you're a Raiders fan, you probably want to draft a young quarterback to develop, instead of just pandering to Russell Wilson just because you got Pete Carroll as a head coach. I mean, I think it's a solid move, but honestly, we'll see. We'll see if this works out. So that's all from JPA. Let's go to Rappaport. Come on, hurry up. So the injury report for the Eagles, their Friday injury report. Jalen Hurts, Quinion Mitchell, Dallas Goedert are all good to go for the NFC Championship game this weekend. Cam Jurgens was limited in practice today, questionable, but he should be able to go. So after the Texans fired Bobby Sloat, they will do full searches, but the top internal candidates for their open jobs are QB's coach Gerard Johnson for the offensive coordinator job and Cole Popovich for their offensive line coach job. Didn't he get fired? Didn't Cole Popovich get fired? I thought he did. Or no, his contract expired or something. No, wait, he's still with, I don't know, is he still with the team or not? I don't know. But if he is, he should get fired. So a name generating some interest for running back coach or run game coordinator is Northern Illinois coach Thomas Hammock. Sources say at least 3 teams have called the former Ravens running backs coach, whose team beat Notre Dame this year. Yeah, beat the national champion runner-up, Notre Dame. So it is officially official, and Liam Cohen will be the Jacksonville Jaguars head coach. So part of the insiders, a new leader, the offensive coordinator, but former Bucs offensive coordinator Liam Cohen has finalized the deal to become the new Jags coach. So it is official. Keep scrolling through here. So offensive line coach Chris Strausser are out, along with Bobby Slowick. Well, offensive lines can make or break you. It seemed like it broke the Texans. So some big news for the Bills against those Chiefs. Bills safety Taylor Rapp will be out with a hip injury Sunday versus those Chiefs. And enter rookie safety Cole Bishop, who will start for him. The Bills are high on Bishop in his future, but a big spotlight on the young DB versus Mahomes and Kelsey. Yes, Utah Utes legend, baby. Cole Bishop. So a part of that hire for Pete Carroll, the Raiders minority owner Tom Brady and their new GM John Spytek were part of a Bucs team that won a Super Bowl with 68-year-old Bruce Arians. Unretired become their head coach. Now Brady and Spytek are looking to 73-year-old Pete Carroll to lead the culture change in Las Vegas. Well, I hate to tell you, Tom Pelissero, this isn't Tampa Bay. So yeah, we'll see how that hire goes. I'm not gonna say if it'll be good or bad. We'll just have to see. Alright, let's go to Shefty. So the Bears are working to finalize a deal to make former Lions wide receiver coach Antoine Randall Ale their new assistant head coach / wide receiver per source. Randall Ale is following Ben Johnson to Chicago. Dude, Detroit is losing everybody. Dan Campbell's about to have no staff. So part of the Bills' injury report, we already talked about Taylor Rapp being out. Everybody else practiced. Christian Benford is the only guy that is questionable with the concussion. And the Chiefs are not listing any players on their injury report for Sunday's game against the Bills. So no injuries for the Chiefs. The Bills have like one, and then one guy's questionable. I mean, they just don't have anybody injured. I mean, so it is what it is. So the Saints have completed an in-person interview with Anthony Weaver for their head coaching position. So Anthony Weaver, I think he's going to be a New Orleans Saint. Either him or Mike McCarthy. There's only two names that I could think of at this point that could be the next Saints head coach. So, because I don't know who it could be. And also I want to give another update on the Pete Carroll thing. It's a 3-year deal that includes a 4th-year option. So it's a 3-year deal with a 4th-year option. So some more NFL draft news. Quinshon Judkins is leaving school early and will declare for the NFL draft. So Quinshon Judkins is going to go to the NFL draft. He's going to be such a good NFL running back, man. There's only now the updated head coaching cycle. 2 jobs left. The Saints and my Dallas Cowboys. Them Dallas Cowboys. That highly coveted job. Jerry. But I think it's all from Rappaport. Get us some stuff here from Pelissero. So the Lions, they are promoting Hank Fraley to run game corner / offensive line coach per source. Important piece of the puzzle staying in Detroit. Dan Campbell remodels the staff following the departure of both coordinators. So Hank Fraley will now be the run game coordinator. And the Dolphins are hiring Robert Prince as the receivers coach per source, an experienced addition to Mike McDaniels' staff. So 2 stories there. Jalen Hurts off the injury report. He will be wearing a knee brace, but he is off the injury report. So we'll see how he looks this week. And one more thing I want to talk about for this NFL video is my Cowboys, because why not just end it? So I want to talk about this. DB's coach and assistant head coach Al Harris is going to the Bears. I mean, this franchise, man, it's a joke. We let our special teams coordinator, our special teams assistant go, wide receivers coach, DB's coach. We haven't hired a head coach. We have a special teams coordinator job open, an assistant, a wide receiver coach, DB's coach, head coach, assistant coach. We need everything. Why couldn't we just keep Al Harris? Okay, Prince, good riddance. Sure, whatever. John Fassel was alright, I guess. Wide receivers coach, whatever. Special teams assistant, whatever. But Al Harris is such a big loss, man. Now he's going to fucking Bears. Like, this franchise is a joke, man. Can't even keep a DB's coach. We need to hire everything. We haven't even hired our head coach. But Jerry. Fuck this franchise, man. That's all I'm saying for this video. Peace.